Hello everyone, fB here to bring you another edition of fB's weekly race. This is an endurance race that I host every Saturday, which lasts for about 1 hour on a track that's released just before the race goes live. The track used is a mixture of different styles that you find in Stadium, such as tech, dirt, speed, obstacles, etc. No registration is needed to participate, simply join the server before starting time and you will be eligible to play. We're seeing some warm-ups right now on this week's track, which is Pay Attention by fB's. At the moment I'm no longer accepting maps since I got so many to go through. I'll let you know once I'm accepting maps once again. Before the race goes live, I also want to mention that I run a time attack competition on the most recently used map. To participate, upload your best replay of the map to Mania Exchange. The deadline is set to 2 PM CEST on Saturday. More information about this race can be found below the stream or VOD. It looks like we got 168 players who are going to play, and sorry if you disconnected right now. I have added a password to the server and I cannot delay the race. I need to have it start on time. I hope you can understand that. So yeah, we are starting in about 1 minute, and yeah, hopefully we'll have a smooth start. So this week there's going to be 19 laps. And the race will always take about 1 hour, as mentioned. So yeah, some problems here in the start. Unfortunately, some people seem to have disconnected before, just before I added a password or something like that. But I cannot delay the race. I need to have it start on time. So sorry, but there's always another race next week. So yeah, I got a bit distracted by that, sorry. Starting in 20 seconds, and let's see if we can find last week's winner. I believe he is driving. Yes, here he is. Sand won the race last week, defeated Javi Flyer, passed him in the last lap. So we'll see if we can win again. Sand has won the race 7 times now, only behind Raisons with 9. But anyways, we are going live right now. I will disable the chat now. Alright, so we are starting, and let's follow Sand into the first lap so we learn the track a bit. And we got 165 players starting this race, so that's pretty good. The record is 226, and the players finishing it is 120 something, I think. But anyways, Sand goes up in lead here into the first lap, and this map got quite a lot of dirt in it. fB's, of course, is a dirt player, a member of NWT. It's a very known dirt team, and first a tech part here in the starter, but here is the drop down to the dirt section, so we are going to have about 20 seconds of dirt to go through. And yes, Mario, I do add the password 3 minutes before starting, so I wait 2 minutes with the warm-up. I can't wait anymore because I have to start my cast and focus on that. So yeah, it's very unlucky, but you know, shit happens. Anyway, so Sand is off to a great start here. He is in the lead, going through the dirt, and now he will leave the dirt and enter a speed section of the map. First going through a loop, and then a section here with 2 wall rides, and then up on a platform doing a drift. And he actually hits the checkpoint a bit there, so we'll lose some time with that. And then following this we have some tech turns, and then after that we will enter the obstacle part of the track, beginning with this part here, where you go up into the roof, the ceiling, and then we have a small staircase here, and then drop down, and then we go up the stairs again, and this section here can be pretty difficult to do fast. Then we drop down, and another drop will follow, which is very steep, and I'm sure players will approach this turn differently. We see here that Sand went with full speed and landed, but the other players slowed down before it, and got much more speed, so Wally will pass him and go after first place. And then in the end we have a long stretch here, which is something that I want to have added to the maps for the race. But anyways, that is the first lap. As mentioned, we will have 19 laps in total. And right now Wally in the lead. Wally has won the race before 2 times, and on the podium has been 4 times. So he is an experienced player, and so is Sand, of course. Spam is another experienced player, currently at 3rd place. Just got passed there by Shark. Spam has won the race 2 times as well, and been on the podium 8 times. He got a lot of 2nd places. Let me just fix the audio here. Alright, let's continue going through the list. Looks like Sand has dropped down to 6th place. Harvey Fire is also in the top. Harvey Fire, who was extremely close to winning for the first time last week, was in the lead for the majority of the race, but then made a crucial mistake in the last lap, and Sand was able to pass it. So Harvey Fire took 2nd instead. And he's up in the lead now, actually. Roa has gone up to 2nd. Roa has won the race once before. One of the few players who have defeated Racehans. Racehans, who no longer is driving in the race, but is still leading in the total amount of wins with 9. Alright, so yeah, Shark also in the top. Drives for ESP and also DDR. Never been on the podium before. Actually, he has been on the podium before once, I believe. He's been 3rd once. So yeah, Sand drops down to 6th place here. Then we have Cocktail at 7th, never been on the podium before. Omnipod Stowe has been on the podium many times. He has won the race 5 times in total and been on the podium 9 times. And he's almost never not on the podium, so usually is in the top 3. So we'll see if he's gonna do that again. Then we got Link driving for B+, French player, never been on the podium. Ranked, also French player. Drives Fun Team, not been on the podium either. Edward has been on the podium once, 3rd place, is his best position. And then we have Shorty, the player who's been on the podium the most amount of times out of anyone, with 13 times. Currently at 12th place. He's only won the race once though, been 2nd 9 times and 3rd 3 times. So let's see if he's gonna be on the podium once again. We have Doom driving for Alpha at 13th place, usually in the top 22. Razorlight at 15th place, Silver will pass him. We have Alexor at 17th place right now, Dexter just ahead of him. Speedy is driving for IGN. Then we have Massa driving as well, has been on the podium once before, I believe. Could be wrong about that. And let's see here, who else do we have? We got Fulfart Baco, the Swedish player who's been on the podium 2 times, I believe. Just trying to look through my list of players here. It can be kind of hard to find it. Yes, he's been 2nd twice, but it's been a while since he's actually driven in the race. Harry is at 20th place, and then last player in the top 22 is Tween, who's never been on the podium either, but has won the best lap a couple of times. So that is currently the top 22. I'd also like to go through the full list here, just to give some attention to other players who are driving. And we'll begin with Space, a Lithuanian player, currently at 29th place. Got Sky in front of him and Buy a Brain behind him. Currently we got Wally in the lead. Next page we got Lilida for Mud, Finnish player, at 39th place. Got Nim in front and Thompson behind. Next page we got Dovi for Germany at 54th place. Got Sepe 27 in front of him and Imuwenipu behind him. Next page we got Oh My Godo for AD at 71st place. Got Gus in front of him and Keosan behind him. Next page we got Prox for Team Q, 91st place. Got let's see here now. He went up to 85 all of a sudden, so it's very close. Got Hubble in front of him and Salgado behind him. Next page we got yeah, it's very close there right now. We got Ellie for EDM. She's at 109th place. Got the Hop 1-3. Not anymore. On off is now in front, and let's Gas Guitarist behind. Next page we got Moose at 116th place. A Swedish player, got Kiax in front of him and Laximus behind him. Next page we got CK for TM2 Calendar. So TM2 Calendar is a newly started project which intends to keep track of all the Trackmania events with a Google spreadsheet. And this is actually a very useful project, I think. Definitely something we need because, as some of you know, it's very hard to keep track of everything that happens in Trackmania. So definitely check out their project. Maybe someone can link to their Facebook page in my Twitch chat as well. They just started it, so hopefully this will be a good thing for all the Trackmania communities and everything. So anyways, let's see, who else do we have driving? We got Mishwa for F1 team. French player at 139th place, got Birdie in front of her, or him. Space X now, and then Frumple, not anymore. Manta is now behind him. It's very hard because it's very close still. Alright, so let's see if I can find who's the current last player. Might be Elephant here at 145th place. I'll go with that. Still very close. Alright, let's go back to the top. So we've got Javi Flyer in the lead. Was in the lead last week as well for the longest time, and then had to see Sand pass him in the end. See if he can keep himself at first this week. Wally currently at second, and Spam is at third. That is currently the top 3. And if you're wondering why there's no audio for the cars, that is a bug with the game. When I switch between the players, their audio disappears. Ooh, that was a bad landing there from Spam. He will see both Roa and Omnipods pass him. Pressing ESC like this will put the audio back. I really hope that Nadeo will fix this bug because it's kind of annoying. Alright, so Sand is at 6th place, started off the race really well, was at first throughout the first lap. And it's still in it, only 5 seconds away from the top, so can still make it. We got Doom at 7th right now, Shorty at 8th, Shark at 9th, Ranked at 10th, Silver at 11th, Masa has gone up to 12th, Razorlight at 13th, Edward at 14th, 15th now. We got Dexter at 16th, no, 18th now. Still very close between a lot of players, as you can see. We got Tween at 19th, Fulford Bogart at 20th, Genesis at 21st, player from United Kingdom. And then Jeffrey at 22nd place. Wally leaving the dirt section and makes a huge mistake just as I switch to him. That is a bad place to crash for Wally. You wanna, of course, build up a lot of speed here throughout the speed section, and it's gonna take a while before Wally goes up in normal speed here. So it's gonna see multiple players passing him. He drops down to 4th place with that. Roa and Omnipods will pass him. It's only 2 players, but still. Oh, actually, Javi Flyer too, because Wally was in the lead there. Still got 143 players starting, but as the race goes on, a lot of players will have their game crash. The game is unfortunately very unstable, so it's very common that your game will crash, unfortunately. That's something I also hope that Nadeo will fix eventually. And oh, Wally getting stuck here as well. That is not good, and he will drop down to 8th place with that. Yeah, it seems like local records is not working for me, so I have no idea what the times of the players are, but it seems like the big G can actually see the time somehow. So looks like the best time right now is 2 minutes 14 seconds 50 hundredths by Omnipods, if I'm not mistaken. No wait, Wally is first with 2 minutes 14 seconds. No, never mind, that is an old time. Alright, so that's gonna be a bit awkwardly, but I guess it's better than nothing. So currently following Wally at 8th place, made a couple of mistakes, was in the lead instead. Javi Flyer now back in the lead. Not anymore actually, Roa has passed him. Roa who has won the race 1 time before, Javi Flyer never won it. And then Omnipods right now at 3rd. And of course won the race 5 times. To go through the dirt section. of this map, made by fB's, called Pay Attention. Spam not too far behind either, as players enter the speed section again. We are into lap 6 already, out of 19. Sanda's gone up to 5th place now. Shorty just behind. Might pass Sand here actually. Yes. No. Sand exits that turn with more speed. And stays at 5th place. To Wally there as well. Doom at 8. Just behind. Still only 21 seconds between 1st and 22nd place. So this is a very close race so far. See if that will keep up. We've had a lot of races where 1st place has been like 20 seconds ahead of 2nd place, and then it's been very close between everyone else. So we'll see if that's gonna happen again. And it's interesting to see how the players approach that steep drop. Some players will just go with a lot of speed and land straight on the road, and some will slow down a lot so they get more speed out of it, and I think that is better actually. It's Cocktail at 11th place, Alexor at 12th, Ranked at 13th, Raggle at 14th, Dexter at 15th, Fulford Bogart up to 16th place, Thompson at 17th, Tween at 18th, Jeffrey at 19th, Edward at 20th, Razorlight at 21st, and then Nymph at 22nd place. And Roa has built up a small lead now over Harvey Flyer. Oh, and then he hits the wall. So Harvey Flyer will pass him and go up to 1st place again. And then we have a 2-second gap down to Omnipods at 3rd place, with Spam just behind him. As the race goes on, I also want to mention that after the race is over, I will give out 2 stadium demo keys that last for 1 week and are completely unrestricted, so you can play the game as much as you want for 1 week once the key is activated, and I will do so by asking 2 trivia questions about the race. So if you want to have a chance to win one of those keys, just be in my Twitch chat after the race is over. Looks like Roa now got the best lap with a time of 2 minutes 13 seconds 76 hundredths. Just follow Spam through the obstacle part. See how he does this? Yeah, he slows down a lot, as you can see, so he gets some speed there, and I think that is the fastest way of doing it. There might be some kind of way where you hit the wall or something like that that might be faster. It's hard to say. Spam will enter lap 7 at 4th place. Let's just do a quick overview part as well. To go through the current top 22, Harvey Flyer in the lead right now, half a second ahead of Roa. Omnipods at 3rd, 1 second behind Harvey Flyer. Then Spam at 4th, Sand at 5th, Shorty at 6th, Wally at 7th, Shark at 8th, Massa at 9th, Doom at 10th, Cocktail at 11th, Ranked at 12th, Dexter at 13th, Fulfard Bogart at 14th, Thompson now at 14th, Raggle at 16th, Alexor at 17th, Tween at 18th, Jeffrey at 19th, Razorlight at 20th, Nymph at 20th now, Edward at 21st, and Harry at 22nd place. Let's go through the pages one more time to show off some other players. We got Fuzzy for Alpha, currently at 31st place, got Bap in front of him and Dovey behind him. Next page we got King Tim for Dak SP at 39th place, got Nexor in front of him and Sky behind him. Next page we got We got Killer Swag, a Russian player at 56th place, and just as I switched to him, he stops playing for some reason. And I think he retired actually, interesting. So he's no longer in the race. Alright, who else do we have? We got Domin for Owned and Easy Killer, Belgian player at 73rd place. Got Hubble in front of him and Kooky behind him. Next page we got Cretinos for G2LOC or something like that. French player at 94th place. Got Oscarian in front of him and Lars behind him. Next page we got Haughty for SG at 102nd place. Got Fluffy Mittens in front of him and Loller behind him. Next page we got Thales for DDR, a German player, currently at 123rd place. Got Frumple, Head and Mishwa behind. Let's see here who is the current last player. We still got 134 players driving. Looks like it's Malmute from Finland at 132nd place. Got Elephant in front. I think that is the current last player of the race. Yeah. So 133 players. Javi Flyer is in the lead, but only with half a second ahead of Roa. Still very close. And right now it looks like Javi Flyer got the fastest lap as well. No wait, it's Roa with the fastest lap. See Roa about to overlap Dodo Skills. Dirt section here. Entering the speed section. And Roa has gone up in the lead all of a sudden. Javi Flyer has dropped down to 3rd. Interesting. So Javi Flyer had a really bad dirt section of the map. And he's now 3 seconds behind Roa. Maybe he had to respawn even. Oh, it's the ceiling of the checkpoint there, but didn't lose too much speed with it. Let's see how he does the obstacle part. Trying to catch up now to Omnipods. Very easy to get stuck at this part. Seen that happen. But good stuff here by Javi Flyer. Let's see if he slows down a lot here as well. Yes, he does. You see some players who didn't there. So Javi Flyer about to enter lap 10 out of 19. Roa right now in the lead, ahead of Omnipod. So we've got 2 French players, 1st and 2nd, and then a Spanish player at 3rd. Sando very close to reaching top 3 again, currently at 4th place, always in the top. Spam at 5th place right now. Spam hasn't had that good results in the last couple of weeks. He had a really good strike there where he was in the top 3 in many races in a row. Then he had a couple of, maybe even above top 10, but right now he's at 5th place, so could still reach the podium potentially. Shark also doing well at 6th place. And so is Massa at 7th place. Jordy only at 8th place. He was very close to getting 3rd last week, but then made a very big mistake in the last lap and had to see Omnipus pass him because of it. And here's Wally, who was in the lead but now has dropped down to 9th place. Doom keeps himself at about the same position, right now at 10th place. Cocktail as well at 11th. Thompson at 12th. Bullpart Pocket at 13th. Ranked at 14th. Dexter at 15th. Tween at 16th. Alexor at 17th. Raggle at 18th. Edward at 19th. Jeffrey at 20th. Nymph will pass him, and then we got Silver at 22nd place. And now is by Sand, I believe. 2 minutes 13 seconds, 1600s. And Omnipot is very close to Roa now. Look at this. As they enter lap 11. Flyer also close, about 1 second behind. So far we have a very close fight for first place. We've never really had like multiple people fighting for first place in a race. It's always been like at the most 2 people, but maybe we'll have more than that this race. Flyer will clip the wall there, so losing some time as he drops down to the dirt. Still keeps Spam in front of him, who has gone up to 4th place. Past Sand. Flyer now down to 5th place all of a sudden. He seems to have trouble with the dirt. It's not the first time he loses a lot of time here in the dirt. Mistakes in the speed section at least. See how he does the obstacles. Very close between Spam, Sand, and Flyer, who makes another mistake. Another mistake by Flyer, as he falls further behind in the rankings. Down to 5th place. He still got 4 seconds down to Wally though, so you do see some gaps now starting to form. 36 seconds between 1st and 22nd place. Oh, Wally getting stuck here. Yeah, this part of the map definitely, I want to say, the trickiest one. So easy that you get stuck with your wheels. You need a lot of precision. Wally will pass Shorty there, or Shorty comes back. Shorty at 7th, Wally at 8th, entering lap 12 out of 19, and Omnipot has now gone up in the lead. Will he win the race for the 6th time? With that, he will still be behind Sand with 1, and then behind Raisons with 3. He will still be at 3rd place in the most amount of wins rankings. This would be his 10th podium position, and with that he is at 4th place. Got Shorty, Sand, and Raisons in front of him. Alright, we got the top 3 times here from the big G. So Sand got the fastest time, 2 minutes 13 seconds 1600s. Omnipot at 2nd, 0.40, and then Roa at 3rd with 0.76. Omnipot keeps the lead, but only half a second ahead of Roa. And Sand has now gone up to 3rd place, just ahead of Spam. And then Flyer at 5th now. And then we have 8 seconds down to Shark at 6th place. Shorty at 7th. Wally now at 8th still. Massa will pass him actually. Goes up to 8th place. Then we got Doom at 10th. Thompson at 11th. Fullfart Bakut at 12th. He continues to go up in the rankings. We got Cocktail at 13th. Tween now at 14th. Has taken 2 decisions, I think. Ranked at 15th. Alexor at 16th. Dexter at 17th. Edward at 18th. silver at 19th, Sirs into the top 22 at 20th place, Jeffrey at 21st, and Nymph at 22nd. We still got 122 players driving, so hopefully we'll have over 100 players finishing. That would be nice. Here is the current leader, Omnipots, into lap 13 out of 19, entering dirt, and he is increasing the distance down to Roa. It's now over 1 second behind Omnipots. And then Sand still at 3rd place. 3 seconds ahead of Harvey Flyer at 4th place now. So we are starting to see maybe who's gonna take the podium positions here. Right now it looks like it's gonna be Omnipus, Roa and Sand. As Harvey Flyer enters the speed section. Best turn there. We got Spam there just in front of him right now. They're having a very close fight. Harvey Flyer will pass him. Both players slowing down a lot. Harvey Flyer a bit more though, and Harvey Flyer builds up more speed as well. I believe you want to slow down as much as possible in that drop. There's really no need for you to leave the ground whatsoever. I think that is best. So Spam entering lap 14 right now at 5th place, 9 seconds behind Omnipots, who still keeps his 1st place. It's only with 1 second ahead of Roa. Sand about 6 seconds behind Omnipots right now, makes a mistake. That will allow Harvey Flyer to get closer, but Sand still keeping that 3rd place though. And yeah, after the race is over, later tonight at 8 PM CST, there will be a ESL RPD Night Cup, which I might cast, we'll see. I do have some stuff that I need to do though, but if I do have the time, then I might be casting that event as well at 8 PM CST. We'll see. Omnipus now 2 seconds ahead of Roa. He's keeping a really good pace. Not the best landing there though. Oh, whoa, whoa, where's Roa? Okay, he's not disconnected at least, but he's down to 5th place all of a sudden, 11 seconds behind the Omnipots. Roa is down to 5th place. He had a podium position, but now it doesn't look like that's gonna happen anymore. So Sand goes up to 2nd place and Harvey Flyer is up to 3rd. And actually, those 3 players were on the podium last week as well. Will we see the same 3 players on the podium 2 weeks in a row? That would, I think that is a first actually. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's happened before. Of course, the positions aren't the same. They are a bit switched. Omnipus took 3rd, Sand took 1st, and Harvey Flyer took 2nd. We are into lap 15, not many laps left to go, and Omnipus right now with a 5-second lead over Sand, so we could see another win here for Omnipots. But we did also see Roa losing 9 seconds in that lap. And that could of course happen to others as well. "57 seconds between first and 22nd place. It looks like Wally has taken over top 1 in the local record. 2 minutes 12 seconds 88 hundredths. Sand is at second, Omnipods at third, and Roa at 4th place. Sand going through the loop, and then just behind is Harvey Flyer. So those two fighting for second and third right now. Spam is a couple of seconds behind. Could perhaps still reach the podium by just driving really fast. But it will be tough without any mistakes from the players in front of him. Then Roa down to 5th place. Made a big mistake somewhere on the map. Shorty at 6th, but he's 5 seconds behind Roa. 1 second behind Shark though. Wally still at that 8th place. Currently the player with the fastest time. Massa at 9th. Doom at 10th. Thompson at 11th. Fullfart Bogot at 12th. Cocktail at 13th. Ranked at 14th. Tween at 15th now. Silver at 16th. Dexter at 17th. Edward at 18th. Alexor at 19th. Jeffrey at 20th. Nymph at 21st. And Fraser into top 22. Now we do have over 1 minute between first and 22nd place. Still got 120 players driving. So yeah, might have over 100 players finishing. And Omnipods 7 seconds ahead of Tan now. And only 4 laps left to go, so yeah, Omnipods on his way to win this race. It started to look like there would be a close race for first place, but now it doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Now we have that big gap again between first and second place. And still about 1 second ahead of Pavi Flyer, so they are setting the same times. Spam being 3 seconds behind. Omnipods get stuck in this part here. You could lose a couple of seconds. That might have been what happened to Roa, not sure. Oh, interesting, he doesn't drop down there. It's the first player I see that actually have done that. And will now enter lap 17 out of 19. Still keeping a very, well, I wouldn't say a solid lead, but 7 seconds ahead of Sand, almost 8. So it's looking promising. And then Sand about 1 second ahead of Harvey Flyer still. And Roa has gone up to 4th place now. Has passed Spam. Roa, who was at 2nd, was at 1st even for a long time. And looks like Spam passes Roa here, back and forth though between them. Very, very close. Somehow they are both playing with the BRN skin. For those who don't know, the game will randomly give out nation skins to players instead of where they are from. So Spam is of course from the Netherlands, and Roa is from France. It would make more sense if they got actually those skins, but it's not how it works. Spam with a poor start to this dirt section. So Roa will get a small lead over him. And Sand has actually gained 1 second on Omnipods. Maybe also in the dirt. Still a pretty solid lead there for Omnipods. Kinda wanna follow him through these obstacles because I feel like that is where players will most likely make some big mistakes. Especially this part. Okay, there we go. There is a mistake from Omnipods. So that might mean Sand will catch up a bit. Actually, no, Sand loses time. Sand will lose time. Was 8 seconds behind, now 7. That was a lost opportunity for Sand to actually get closer. But instead, he lost time somehow. So Omnipods still 7 seconds ahead. Flyer still behind Sand. We are into lap 18 out of 19 now. Only 2 laps left to go of the race. Omnipods right now in the lead. Sand at second. Javi Fire at third. The same 3 players who were on the podium last week as well. And we got Roa at 4th place. Spam at 5th. Shorty at 6th. Shark at 7th. Massa at 8th, Wally at 9th, the player with the best time I believe. Thompson at 10th, Doom at 11th, Cocktail at 12th, Wolfart Bogda at 13th, Ranked at 14th, Silver at 15th, Dexter at 16th, Tween at 17th, 16th now, Edward at 18th, Alexor at 19th, Nymph at 20th, Jeffrey at 21st, and Fraser still at 22nd place. Let's follow the top now. 1.5 laps left to go. Omnipods currently in the lead, going through the speed section. 7.5 seconds ahead of Sand now. Ooh, and Javi Fire is very close to Sand now. So we do have a very interesting fight for 2nd place right now. Between Javi Fire and Sand. See if Javi Fire can catch up here. Ah, that was not a good landing. He had too much speed. And also landed too much to the left, so hit the wall. Sand will keep his 2nd place. Here comes the drop. Not the best drop there from Javi Flyer. So it looks like Sand will keep that 2nd place. We are going into last lap now. Omnipod still in lead. 8 seconds ahead of Sand. So it's clear he's doing that obstacle part faster. He's always putting on some time to his lead. Let's follow Omnipods through the last lap. And yeah, unless something unexpected happens, we will see the same 3 players on the podium again. Because Roa is 5 seconds behind Javi Fire right now. Did see some some changes in the last lap though last week, so could happen of course. No mistakes so far by Omnipods through the through the dirt section. Now Sand is almost 2 seconds ahead of Javi Flyer, so it looks like Sand might be able to take that 2nd place. We still got 113 players driving, so yeah, we might see over 100 players finishing this week, which would be awesome. Alright, here comes Omnipods through the obstacle part for the last time, on his way to win the race for the 6th time. With that, he would be at 3rd place, and total amount of wins only got Raisons and Sand in front of him. Perfect landing. Let's see how he does this part. No mistakes whatsoever from Omnipods. Just got the drop left now, and then a loop. And no mistakes here, and Omnipods will win the race for the 7th time. Only got the stretch left. Here he comes. Congratulations to Omnipods, and will Sand take 2nd place? He's still in front of Javi Flyer with about 1 second. It looks like Sand will take 2nd place. Another podium position, and Javi Flyer on the podium for the 2nd week in a row. So congrats to the top 3. Here comes Roa taking 4th place. Spam will take 5th. Shorty will take 6th this time. Still the player with the most amount of podium positions. Shark takes 7th. Massa will take 8th. Wally will take 9th. And we got Thompson on his way to take 10th place. And now we see, no, okay, that's total local record. Thompson will take 10th place. We got Cocktail taking 11th. Rank takes 12th. Doomed will take 13th. Full Fart Bog takes 14th. Tween is gonna take 15th place. Silver takes 16th. Dexter takes 17th. Edward will take 18th place. Alexor will take 19th. Jeffrey is gonna take 20th place this week. We got Nim just behind the 21st, and Fraser, last player in the top 22. Alright, let's switch to the tab now. Speedy will take 23rd. Kavi will take 24th. Fuzzy is gonna take 25th. Sirs on his way to take 26th place. Icarus at 27th, just behind. Mons at 28th. Clockren at 29th. Razorlight at 30th. Lolita at 31st. Seb at 27th at 32nd. Buyer Brain at 33rd. King Tim still driving. Got Gus, who seems to have disconnected in the last lap. Oh my god, that is very unfortunate. King Tim will take 34th. Then Marco is gonna take 36th. Oh my god, taking 37th. We got Off taking 38th. Tia takes 39th. Chaosan takes 40th. JHS takes 41st. Scamprem takes 42nd. Crunch takes 43rd. Nexor takes 44th. Prox will take 45th. Tirley will take 46th. Mentos will take 47th. Skid Racer will take 48th. Wolfie will take 49th. Min will take 50th. Then we got Gus still disconnected there, so Firefish will pass and take 51st. We got Playday next up. Who will take 52nd place. And then we got Pixelated also passing Gus, so still standing still. Pixelated takes 53rd. Mickey takes 54th. Then we got Be Happy taking 55th. Darkblade takes 56th. Stonen takes 57th. We got 11 minutes left on the clock. And after the race is over, I will give out 2 stadium demo keys in my Twitch chat. Domin takes 58th. VKLF is gonna take 59th. Bruni takes 60th. Lars is gonna take 61st. Crazy behind him at 62nd. Mayhem at 63rd. Cookie at 64th. Next page we got Hubble takes 65th. Kiko takes 66th. Ice 9 will take 67th. We got Imu Wenipu takes 68th. Atomariel takes 69th. Mogius will take 70th. We got Ghost taking 71st. And then next player is Cartinius, and now we have a bigger gap. 10 minutes left on the clock. Still got many players who are driving. And as always, I hope all of them can also finish the race. Bertinus takes 72nd place. We got Gas Guitarist taking 73rd. Lucky Lowell takes 74th. Betlito is next up, takes 75th. Gonzo will take 76th. Then we got another Lars who takes 77th place. Pishy will take 78th. And next player is Kiax, who takes 79th place. Next player is Skoda, who is quite far ahead of Hauti. And so Skoda will take 80th place. Then we got Hauti next up, of course, taking 81st. And we got Blue for IGN. He will take 82nd place. Dodo Skills takes 83rd. And Lawler will have to respawn in the end. See if anyone will pass. Nope, still ahead of Dreye. So Lawler will take... Actually, no, he will not take. He takes 86th place. Dreye will take 85th. CK will take 87th. Then we got Red Chalk taking 88th place. Ellie will take 89th place. Next up is Mashel from Germany. He takes 90th place. And then we got Royal Coquette taking 91st. Fluffy Mittens finishes at 92nd place. Molly, also a member of the Team 2 calendar, takes 93rd place. Op1 Free takes 94th. Laximus will take 95th place. Then next up is Darawi. I believe we will have over 100 players finishing, so that is really awesome. Darawi takes 96th. And then Asius takes 97th. Next up is Elf. See how many players we still have driving. Yeah, I think we are going to have over 100 players. Still 7 minutes left on the clock. So it's looking promising. Here comes Elf through the last loop. Takes 98th place. Let's see who's next. We got Portain or VRP behind him. So, and those two are both on the last lap, yes. So that means we will have over 100 players. And it looks like Wally did win that best lap, 2 minutes 12 seconds 88 hundredths ahead of Sand and Omnipox. For some reason the local wreckage announcements in the chat didn't work, but the Big G did update that for me, so I appreciate that. 14 takes 99th place, and here is Frumple. Drops down, goes through the last couple of turns. Oh, hits the wall there in the end, but still got a big lead here over the next player. So Frumple will be the 100th player to finish. Still got 5 minutes left on the clock, so I believe we will have a couple of more players at least who will finish. Flober will finish, I think. Also Wix SpaceX should be able to do it as well. Maybe Mamute as well. And then we'll see about Gas Bonanza and Elephant. Those seem to be the last players as Flowbird is getting stuck. And yeah, check out that link by Mario about the TM2 calendar. I think that is a very very nice idea, and hopefully it will be something that all members of the Trackmania community can take advantage of, because we definitely need some better organization. So many events, it's hard to keep track of it all. Anyways, here's Flowbird taking 101st place. The next player is Weeks. And there is also an ESL RPD Night Cup later tonight at 8 PM CST. If you want to drive that, just check ESL's website. I might also cast it, we'll see. It's gonna be a last minute decision in that case. Alright, here is Weeks taking 102nd place. The next player is SpaceX, who also will be able to finish. 4 minutes left on the clock. And SpaceX will take 103rd place. Next player now is Mamute, who is on the last lap, going through the dirt checkpoint here, so should be able to finish. As long as there's no major mistake. Let's see here how many players we still got driving. 3 players who are still driving. Hopefully they will all be able to finish. We also got Elephant, not on the last lap yet, so I think that's gonna be too hard here for Elephant. Maybe a small chance if his next lap is pretty good, but it's gonna have to be pretty fast if he wants to make it. So he got about 2 minutes and 40 seconds to drive this last lap, and of course the best lap is 2 minutes 12 seconds, so it's possible for Elephant, but he needs to have a pretty fast last lap. Mamute though is going to be able to finish. And take 104th place. So will that be the last player? I think we can... Actually no, Gas Bonanza is ahead of Elephant. I did not notice that. Yeah, Gas Bonanza will be able to finish this. I thought he was actually behind Elephant for some reason. But no, he will also be able to finish. So we will have at least 105 players finishing this week, which is great. But Elephant I am not so confident about. With less than 2 minutes to go of the race. All Gas Bonanza will have to respawn, and that is a... the respawn was quite far away, so... we'll lose quite a lot with that, but still... should be able to make it. No! We'll have to respawn again, but reach the next checkpoint at least. And here's the drop now. It's not slowing down, hitting the wall instead. Then just a loop left, should have enough speed here. And Gas Bonanza will take 105th place. Alright, so we only got one player still driving, and that is Elephant. We got 1 minute left on the clock. Cannot afford any more mistakes if he wants to make it. In the meantime, I will save the replay. There we go. 38 seconds left now. Will Elephant be able to make it? I don't think so, actually. I think this is not gonna happen. Nope, definitely not gonna happen now. He is in a bad position right now, does not have enough speed. 20 seconds left on the clock. He's gonna be so close. Oh my god, he's gonna be so close. Okay, we'll have to respawn here actually, so no, Elephant will not make it. Had he not made those mistakes here in the end, I think he might have been able to make it, but now 5 seconds left on the clock, only got the loop and the stretch left, but he is not gonna make it. And that is the end of the race. Let's summarize it. Omnipods wins for the 7th time, Sand takes 2nd, and Hobby Flyer takes 3rd, the same 3 players that was on podium last week. And then the best lap went to Wally with a time of 2 minutes, 12 seconds and 88 hundredths. Thanks everyone for playing, congrats to the winners, and see you next Saturday.